Hi, lovelies. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're new here, my name is Cassandra Chloe. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about everything that has to do with greenwashing in specific. And what exactly is greenwashing in the fashion industry? Greenwashing in fashion refers to deceptive marketing tactics where companies will falsely portray themselves as being environmentally friendly to appeal to those eco-conscious consumers. This can involve exaggerating or fabricating sustainability efforts, using misleading terminology, or simply focusing on the minor eco-friendly initiatives while simultaneously ignoring the far more larger negative impacts that they may be posing. Essentially, it's a way for brands to appear more sustainable than they actually are, often to boost sales or simply improve their brand image. Now, here's a much more detailed breakdown of greenwashing. Now, let's break down in detail the 5 key aspects of really what comprises greenwashing. The first one being false or misleading claims. Greenwashing involves making unsubstantiated or even exaggerated claims about a product or a brand's environmental friendliness. This could include making statements about using recycled materials, sustainable sourcing, or even their carbon neutrality without providing sufficient evidence or even transparency of it all. Now, the next point has to do with selective disclosure. So, companies might highlight a small or single sustainable practice that is involved in their operations, all the while completely ignoring a much larger amount of unsustainable practices that they undertake. So, for example, they might promote a conscious collection using sustainable materials for a given capsule collection. However, simultaneously mass producing in a very unsustainable manner. Now, our third key aspect has to do with using unclear terminology. Greenwashing has to do with using vague or unclear terminology, which could be subject to interpretation, thus making it difficult for consumers to assess the true nature of its sustainability. So, terms like eco friendly, natural, and sustainable are often used without any clear definitions of these words, nor are they backed up with proof or evidence. Next up, we have green marketing without substance. So, companies may invest substantially in their marketing campaigns, promoting their sustainable efforts, all the while failing to implement meaningful changes in their production processes or supply chains. Now, this can include using eco friendly logos, imagery, colors, without genuine sustainable efforts. Now, our last key point has to do with the impact on its consumers and businesses. Greenwashing deceives consumers from actively making responsible purchasing decisions. And it also undermines the genuinely sustainable brands out there who are actively working towards minimizing their environmental impact. In essence, greenwashing is a form of deceptive marketing, which exploits the growing demand for consumers seeking truly sustainable brands and products. It can be difficult to identify, but being aware of common tactics and seeking out for those brands which offer total transparency, proof or evidence of their sourcing, for example, as we discussed earlier, will definitely help make us all as consumers make better choices and informed decisions.